Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be doing my countdown of my top 5 TV shows of 2024, and I've done every year except for last year. Sadly couldn't last year, but every year I like to do countdown videos of best worst movies, best and worst songs. But this is my first time I'll be doing a best like TV shows one. So yeah, this is my top 5 TV shows of 2024. So I'll mention, what's the word? I'll do my honorable mentions first. So, these are the TV shows, that sadly didn't make the list, but I still enjoyed. So, Hazbin Hotel is an honorable mention. I really enjoyed that show, a brilliant show. And I love the art style, beautiful art style. And the songs are amazing, of course, like the songs you're going to remember. And X-Men 97 as well. I really like the story and I love how deep the story was, and it's just like very, like, it really gets you emotion wise as well. And there's just so many big moments with X-Men 97 too, and all the characters just look great as well. And oh yeah, and then my third honorable mention, my final honorable mention is a show on Netflix called Postcards. I think it's still on there, but I love the show. I just love the African and Indian collab as well of African and Indian actors in one show, and the story was just like very cute. It was a very cute, sort of simple story. I think it was only about 6 episodes, but I really enjoyed it, and it had some really good actors as well in the show. So I'm glad they just picked people who were really good, and yeah, it was a really really cute show. I really enjoyed it as well. So yeah, so here is my top 5 TV shows. So yeah, starting with 5th position is Baby Reindeer. So I really, well, I can't, as it is a true story, you can't really say you really enjoyed it. I think because of course, like with the stuff that happens in it, you can't, yeah. I would say like it's more shocking, but it's good the story was told at the same time. So that's the reason it is on my list, because I'm glad to I'm glad it was put out there for everyone to know the true story, know what happened. But yeah, so with this show, just very much a lot of shocking moments. I absolutely love the main actress who played the character Martha. I thought she was such a good actress, and she was, oh my God, like the character changes with her, how she like it's got different like split personalities as well, and the actress just like done such a good job in portraying all those emotions. Like she was such a good actress. Oh my God, and you actually want to hate the character more because she's a racist as well, and because like how she says something about foreigners or something in the show, and it's like really like full on, is like a minor thing. It's like it makes it obvious she's a racist with what she says. But yeah, she's like, and also she literally just makes his life life a hell. She basically does. So it does make you really do, like, you can't stand her, you really can't stand her, you just like get her arrested. But I also like, and also the main character who's playing Donnie, so the actor who's playing him, it was based on him, of what happened. This story, like what they show on what is on the show, they basically what happened on the show actually happened to him in real life. So all these things he's showing, like, I just don't know how he acted them out. I don't know how he did it. So that must have just been like quite traumatizing at the same time. But I think that was the only way he could put his story out there. So I kind of understand why he did. Star in the show himself. So yeah, the story, it was just so intense. It was so interesting, like, as well, and yeah, and it's just completely shocking, as well. But yeah, so it shows all the parts of all the episodes of her just stalking him, and just being, he just can't get rid of her, just being really irritating. And but then at the same time, I just think he feels sorry for her at the same time. So he kind of lets her back in every time, no matter what she does to him. Like, the scene where you know, she just is inappropriate with him basically in that episode when she just he's walking home and she just like follows him around and she's just inappropriate with him, like even in that scene, like she does, you know, what she does is bad, but he just feels sorry for her. He just keeps letting her back in, but at the same time with him it is like it's like he kind of likes the attention of it as well, like even though she's like a stalker and she's like maybe, you know, kind of needs to be checked basically, like she's just like you feel sorry for the woman at the same time, like if she's just a sad woman and she's by herself and you know you kind of understand why her head gets like that and she becomes too obsessed with him, like you understand from her point as well. But yeah, it's like he likes the attention of it as well, and it's very like it was very like messed up at the same time. And then he gets a new girlfriend and moves forward, and then he just messes up with his girlfriend as well, and you're just like, oh my god, why? You've actually found a decent new girlfriend. And yeah, because he just feels sorry for Martha, and especially in the scene when she's waiting at the bus stop, when he like moves, when he lives with his ex-girlfriend's mum, and she's like waiting at the bus stop and he goes up to see if she's okay, and you're like, oh my god, you're inviting her back in, like stop it, why is he doing this? But you just, yeah, it's just a whole messed up thing behind that. And then of course there's episodes of like when Donnie gets false promises by this fake writer who's like promising him to get him into the industry because Donnie wants to be a comedian, but I think he wants to actually and like get a good opportunity with the entertainment world as well. But then this like fake writer just drugs him and you know does, you know, yeah, basically like goes too far with him basically in his house. And then he just like then he keeps on still believing that this writer's going to get him something, but it's just all, I think it's just all fake really. But yeah, those scenes were pretty like, yeah, kind of traumatic. They were very, it just all looked so real. Like I did give the show credit, everything just looked so real. Like they did a good job. They made the show so well in that way. But yeah, it is a lot of shocking scenes. Like the show was I'd say Baby Reindeer was one of the most talked about shows of the year. Everyone watched and and was just in shock. I don't think people still can believe what they watched. I still can't believe what I watched. But you know, good for the actor playing Donnie. I can't remember what his name is, but good for him. He put his story out there, and of course, you know, we all got an appearance by I think Piers Morgan interviewed the real life woman as well. And oh my god, yeah, that was interesting as well. That was interesting. She said she was going to sue the show and everything and all that, but oh my god, I don't know if she won or not. But yeah, it was definitely like, yeah, it was very much talked about, the show was at the time when it came out. But yeah, so my fourth position is Viral Hit, which is a Japanese anime. And you know, me and Luke, Panda at the back, give him a big sub. We love art. We do love to watch anime. And Viral Hit, I wouldn't say it's a perfect anime. I don't think any of it's perfect anyway, but like, I just think it's just very entertaining
I,
as
I
well.
yeah, I agree.
But it does have a good story. It is like it is like a lot of emotion isn't in the story.
I think as a content creator, you respect the show a lot more
Uh,
because it shows you the world of content creation of what people are like in the content creator
yeah,
world.
actually, yeah, mm, yeah, that's true actually.
That's what I think makes it an even better show than
Yeah.
just be like, I'll admit like that some of the characters are annoying, some of the animation sometimes isn't the best, but I think that's again due to budget.
Yeah, I think it didn't get much budget. I think that's one of the sad parts. Um, but yeah, I think, but yeah, you do respect that part as well, like what content creators go through, and you know, people trying to really make it as well, especially like you're against so many other content creators too. But yeah, it's just the character was just so likable though. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
shy sort of guy, and they all just keep using him just to make their own content. One guy just uses his house
Mm.
fully. just to create like do a like stream. Ugh, it's like it just literally keeps getting used, and he doesn't have to say no, only because he's heavily getting bullied as well in school. And then some of the bullies are just like, yeah, completely horrible people. But then he joins them. Then he kind of like joins with the guy who, yeah, used his house to stream. So he ends up just working together with him. But then he gets so famous from like his fight with the other main character who, yeah, who was using him in the first place. So yeah, they end up working together, and it's just a really funny show. I really enjoyed it, and him and all these like people he just wants to fight, and he just gets battered, but he still just wants to fight and make it into a live stream. It's just like, oh my god, this kid. And but then you like, yeah, there's some sad parts to the kid though, like, you know, his mum's in hospital and everything, and you know, there's all these sad, you know, there's a lot of like, you know, hard. He is going through a really hard time as well. But yeah, it's just. But it was such a good show. The bullies, like, you know, they did a good job in making you hate the bullies as well of the school, because they like are content creators as well. And then when they go into like a McDonald's type of place, and then they like, you know, start being like inappropriate with the girl working there as well, and it just makes sure they perfectly like make you hate the bullies. So they build every character. Yeah, they really do build every character, and you know, it's just interesting to see the guy's journey, like the way he just gets more and more tough. While before, like, he wouldn't like do any of this. I mean, it's like for being a content creator, he becomes like, yeah, stronger. But yeah, it's so true what you're saying though. It does create a lot of respect for like content creators as well. And this show does, so they did a good job in, yeah, showing us that as well. So yeah, so third position of, yeah, my favorite TV shows of this year is Knuckles. And just in case anyone doesn't know, Knuckles is from the Sonic franchise. And I didn't really play the Sonic games as a kid, but I probably played maybe once or something. Like maybe I played Sonic like once as a kid or something, but only because the Sonic games were so famous in the 90s as well. Um, but yeah, I never really played the Sonic games as a kid, but I did enjoy the Sonic movies that come out, and especially the second one. Like, the second one was amazing. Such a funny film. Oh my god, so many memorable moments in that film as well. And Knuckles literally became like my favorite character in the film as well, alongside Sonic. I love Sonic as well. But yeah, Knuckles is just so funny. But such a great character as well. He's got good like background story, and you know what his family went through, and you know all his people were killed, and he's very much just like an old school warrior who like is adjusting, who's like of course come through into today's world, and is just adjusting to like modern human times. And he's just like, Idris has voiced Knuckles, so Idris Elba is the voice for Knuckles, and he has just done such a good job in voicing Knuckles. Honestly, like, wow. Honestly, his voice is just amazing. And also he's really got into the role, and you know, just did such a good job. And Knuckles was just such a good show to watch. It really was. I'm glad, you know, got its own show. But yeah, it was just for like, it was just such a funny show. Him just like working with Wade throughout, and just like it's just all a big adventure. And you know, Kid Cudi was just brilliant as well in it as a villain, and they all after Knuckles as well. So yeah, it was just fun to see like everything all just, yeah, kind of like kick off basically. And the effects were just amazing in the show, and the action scenes were so good. But yeah, they did a good job with the show. It's actually, for me, it's better than I thought. And I just love the episode. My favorite episode is when he goes to Wade's mum's house, and the sister and like Wade are still like, you know, got their own, you know, like got their own like feud, well, like sibling rivalry. I can never say that word. And you know, that was just like, it was just so many funny scenes in the film. I mean, in the show, in the film, as well. And I understand why, like, I do understand why a lot of viewers didn't like the Knuckles show, especially the ones who are big Knuckles fans, and because they feel that Wade was more like they were concentrating on Wade's story more than Knuckles when they should have been developing Knuckles' story as well. And you know, looking back at the show, I can sort of see it now. So I do want to watch the show again. I do want to rewatch it again because there's some really good episodes as well. And Knuckles is just funny. Knuckles reminds me of like our older cat Billy. Like, you know, just so honestly, our older cat Billy is just so sassy. Like, he is so Knuckles, and we always say that we always call Billy Knuckles. But yeah, I just think it's just very entertaining show throughout. It was, and I just can't wait. I hope they do season 2 still, even though like some people did like criticize the show, but I
They
hope
are.
they are on. Oh, they are.
With there's also going to be a shadow show
No
as
way.
well. Both Keanu Reeves and Idris have said they want to
Mm,
do their own separate projects again.
no way.
So I'm very
Keanu
excited.
Reeves will come in the show.
He's going to get his own spin-off show.
Oh,
A
how?
Shadow.
Oh, a shadow, and then Knuckles will get Knuckles again on the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
season. Oh, that's good. I think they might develop Knuckles more then. I think because after criticism, that's good news though. But yeah, look forward to season 2 then. So yeah, so my second position is Parasite the Grey, and yeah, Parasite basically is a Korean TV show which is basically inspired by the anime, which is called Parasite as well. And honestly, this show was excellent. I rewatched it again recently. I watched it at the beginning of the year, and then I rewatched it again, and it was just like, oh my god, still so good. Like even watching it a second time, it's still such a good show. And I love the main character. I love the actress who's playing Suin. I think she was a brilliant actress throughout, with the way she had to change her voice to like play basically oh, what do they call them again? My brain's gone. Basically like the parasites that are in them.
Like a symbiote.
Symbiote, yeah, a bit like Venom.
Yeah.
So basically, the way she changes her voice to be Heidi, which is basically from Mr. Hyde, but they just like in the show they call her little symbiote Heidi that comes out here and there. But her one only comes out at 15 minutes, and she's more of a mutant than an actual than like the other parasite types. Sorry if I'm not describing it right, but yeah, so she's more of a mutant than main character is. So I absolutely loved her, and then I loved the guy. I love the actor that was. Oh my god, what's the? Can't remember the character's name. But yeah, the guy that was with her on the journey, and sadly they have to be on the run, and it's just like you just feel so sorry for them. Like her life just completely changed. Like she's lucky to be alive with what happened. A man, because of course in the first episode you see a man trying to stab her, like stabs her a few times, and she should be dead from that, but because she gets saved by the basically symbiote type, just like Venom, she gets saved by that and she's alive, but then at the same time she has to live a life of just running away from the police because the police are really trying to get rid of her kind as well. And then I really enjoyed the acting from the older police officer as well, who's knew her since she was a kid, who's knew the main character since she was a kid. Like I love that actor. And then also like the actress who was playing like the policewoman, who was like, kind of like a total horrible character. I really liked her. She played such a good villain, and she makes you want to hate her. But then last episode, like she isn't really the villain anymore. She has a change. But yeah, I just really enjoyed the story of Parasite, and like it's just so interesting the difference between like the the parasite types and humans. So it's like the parasites just like they just want to live, they just want to survive, and that's it, just to breathe. They like just like what's the word? They just want to like basically just survive,
Yeah.
just live and survive. While humans just want to be able to survive, living a normal life. So you can't blame the main character who just like wants to, get the police officer throughout the show. She's trying to get like the police officer who is totally against them because her own husband turned into one and attacked her, and like throughout like Suin's trying to like convince her that she is not like the other one. She's more of a mutant. Like she doesn't want to kill anyone. She's trying her hardest to convince a police officer, but the police officer just doesn't want to listen and still wants to arrest her, and eventually kill her, maybe use her for something, because in the show, the police officer is using her husband, isn't she? So even though he's turned into one, but she's kept him trapped and just using him to track down other ones. And it's just, that's really messed up as well. You're like, what a horrible woman. You just feel so like she plays such a good villain in that area. It makes you want to hate her. But then you do understand her story, why she does hate them, because her whole life got ruined by them as well, because her husband turned into one, and before that she had a happy married life with her husband. And now you do get a point with that, but you don't have to go to that level with your hate. But yeah, it's just such a good show, just watching them on the run, and with what they go through. And oh god, it's that main character's sister who kills his best friend, and that episode you just you just don't know who the villains are in the show. You kind of get confused as well, but the way she just kills him as well, and it's just there's so many moments where you just feel so sad for a lot of the characters as well. But it was an amazing show to watch. I hope there is a season 2, and I do want to try to watch the anime. Me and Luke tried to watch the anime, the first episode, but we didn't get into the anime. But then when we watched the live action show of it, this one, then we really enjoyed this. So we might try to watch the anime again, just to because now we understand the story a bit better. But yeah, we're thinking of watching the anime version again. Maybe we missed something. But yeah, Parasite was just so good. I had to watch it again. So my throat is getting dry. So yeah, so my favorite TV show of 2024 this year is, so number 1 position is The Boys. So yeah, The Boys, it is crazy. We all know The Boys is just outrageous, crazy, next level. Something hanging off my hat. It's my hair, I think. So yeah, it's just outrageous. It's crazy. Honestly, the people behind The Boys that think of all these ideas, I don't even know where they get the ideas from. Oh my god, there were so many mad moments in this series, like the flying goats who were attacking them. And oh my god, when they took Huey and trapped him in the basement. Oh my god, in that party, remember? Oh no.
Oh my god, yeah.
And with Ashley doing weird stuff, her weird kinky stuff to him, and he's pretending to be someone else. Poor guy, he's absolutely traumatized, and he's just lost his dad.
Yeah.
And by the way, Simon, oh my god,
Simon Pegg's
Simon
episode.
Pegg. Yeah, so oh wow.
One of the best episodes of TV, TV show in a while. That was phenomenal.
Oh, he was so good in the show. And yeah, and then oh god, it's just so sad. His dad passed away. Oh, but yeah, he was excellent in the show as well. And then the big moment with Homelander getting that scientist, taking his revenge on the scientist for his teenage revenge, basically. Because we all know Homelander was locked up in a lab, and they just made him into that, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it.
Made it turned him into that and turned him into superhero, basically. Because that's what they're known as, superheroes, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah.
And the way, oh no, so the episode where he embarrassed, so the scientist embarrassed him as a teenager over an intimate moment he had with himself. So basically, he gets this scientist to have that intimate moment that you usually have with yourself. He makes him do it in front of everyone. The other scientists at the lab as well. And of course, that scientist can't say no because he doesn't want to die, because Homelander, all it takes is him just to shoot out his Superman lights from his eyes,
yeah,
and just kill someone. So of course, if Homelander tells you to do something, you're just going to do it if you want to live. And yeah, he makes him have that intimate moment in front of everyone. And oh my god, those that was so mad. Oh god. But then he ends up killing the guy anyway, so.
In the area he just did.
In the area, he told him to do what the thing in front of everyone, and then he just kills him in that area too. Oh my god. It is so mental. So basically, yeah, The Boys is very much an X-rated version of superhero movies, and TV shows as well. He's just so good. The actor who plays Homelander, oh my god, one of the best actors ever. He was
How
like,
he has an award won an Academy Award
yeah,
is disgusting.
because he's also in Cobweb, and he was brilliant in Cobweb as well.
Yeah.
He was he's such a good actor. I love Anthony, isn't it? I think.
Anthony Starr, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Stark, is it, or Star?
Star.
Star.
Patrick.
Ah, Anthony Starr. But he's such a good actor. He's literally one of the best parts of The Boys. He makes me laugh so much. He's a villain, but he's a villain you just like find so entertaining. Oh my god, he's crazy. He's just but yeah, he's just brilliant. He's so funny. And yeah. And then and the crazy scenes with him and the superhero woman who's, I can't remember her name, who's got ginger hair.
Firecracker or something.
Yeah, Firecracker. Yeah. Her, and she's like a total like racist type.
Yeah.
As well. And because like Homelander's character is a bit of a racist, isn't he? But then he like kind of like changes his mind in this series because he gets close to that really smart girl as well.
Yeah.
Like he becomes like, yeah, because they kind of become friends. So he's not as like, so I think he becomes like not a racist in this series.
I think he just uses her, for being honest.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, sad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he just is using her.
Yeah.
And then she's using him for her own thing.
Yeah, because she's that smart. She just, got her own plan anyway, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She was a good actress though, the girl. I can't remember what her name was. Can't remember the character's name as well. She was that the really smart one at the beginning of the series. I can't remember, but she was so good as well. And yeah, the moment with Homeland and Firecracker, where Firecracker's being like a mum for him. And yeah, I'll leave it as that. Oh no. So Homelander's got mummy issues. Oh, next level mummy issues, that is. But yeah, oh my god, there's just so many funny moments. And then when Starlight gets taken over by the chameleon that changes to her while Starlight gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
And oh my god. That like, and then she's so nasty to Huey. She's like, how do you not notice it wasn't me? Like, she looks like you.
She looks like you. How's your memories?
Yeah, has the memories. How you meant to know? Yeah, she gets mad at Huey. Poor Huey. Huey's one of my favorites. I love Huey, and then I love Billy as well. Billy's just like, oh my god, he's so funny as well. But then he has, oh my god, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He keeps seeing him.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was phenomenal.
Yeah, as well. Oh my god, but yeah, the story of this one like left on another cliffhanger again. But there's just so many funny moments. Like you always remember the moments as well. But then you're so intrigued with the story too at the same time. And like I feel like season 2, Ashley is she's took is it V, isn't it? She took V.
She's took V and she's become like big brain sort of thing.
Yeah, she's she's gonna like create havoc, you could tell, in the next series. Yeah. But thank God it's not the final series. I think, yeah, thank God there's another one. I thought it was the final series, but it looks like she's gonna be creating she'll be creating some crazy things in series 5. So I'm looking forward to series 5. But yeah, I think a lot of people, we just watch The Boys because it's just mental. It's just it's like crazy outrageous moments, but it has a really good story and the characters are really good as well, and everyone can act. It's like very rarely on the show you see anyone who can't, and there's just so many amazing moments on the show as well, alongside the mad, crazy, outrageous moments where you're like, oh my god. But like, it's just so, yeah. Honestly, we've been watching The Boys for years, and yeah, I'd say Boys is literally the best show this year. It has just been so entertaining, and it really deserves the first spot as well. But yeah, so that's my countdown of the top 5 shows of this year, and let me know in the comments below if you know what you think of my little countdown. I don't know, whatever it's called. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, so let me know what you think, and definitely let me know in the comments what your favorite TV shows were of this year, and then I could check them out as well. I'd love to check out some good shows as well. But yeah, thank you, and I'm glad I've done and I'm happy to have done a video of like my best TV shows as well. I've never done that like before, so it's a complete new video for me to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope everyone has a nice Christmas and definitely relax and enjoy Christmas as well. And happy December month too. And thank you so much for watching. See you all soon.